Hey everybody, this is Michael J. with This Old Car. You know, our love for the past here recently has been growing. You know, there's no denying too that classic cars, they bring these feelings of bliss and nostalgia as well. In this video, we run through a list of cars that no longer exist. So this is where we need your help. Leave us your comments below and let us know if we've missed anything. Hey, by the way, real quick, just want to thank all of our viewers and subscribers for heading into our eBay store. You know, we've owned an eBay store for over 20 years now, and we sell classic car posters. If you have a favorite poster of your classic car, we probably have it. We'll leave the link in the comments below and in the description.
If you were to build what is perhaps the finest station wagon in the world, you'd make it luxurious, safe, and comfortable. Like the 1993 Buick Roadmaster Estate wagon.
Hey, first on the list for cars that no longer exist is the Buick Estate. You know, the estate nameplate was derived from the term country estate in wealthy suburban areas and estate car, the British term for a station wagon. You know, at the time, the Estate was the largest Buick vehicle and was produced using the GMB platform. The vehicle combined luxury features with cargo carrying capabilities. After 1996, however, Buick didn't offer another station wagon in the U.S. until 2018, which was the Buick Regal Tour X.
Two reclining bucket seats and carpeting for both your feet and windows made of tinted glass. A key for locking up your gas. How did Dodge Colt put so much?
Hey, next on the list of cars they no longer make is the Dodge Colt. You know, the Dodge Colt was a subcompact car that was manufactured by not Dodge, but Mitsubishi Motors and marketed by Dodge for model years 1971 through 1994 as a captive import.
The solid 73 Ford Torino. Can it ride over this course of 2x4 smoothly enough to keep a tightrope walker balanced on top? High wire specialist Bill Couch is about to find out. On a tightrope.
Hey, next on the list is the Ford Torino. You know, it was produced between 1968 and 1976. Interesting story here. Back in the 1980s, you know, my twin brother and I, we bought I think it was a 1970 Ford Torino, and it had an engine problem. So at the time, we lived in an apartment complex, and we decided, hey, let's, tear some of the engine down and try to figure out what the issue is. And, problem was we didn't really know how to put anything back together. So the car sat for months until the apartment complex manager said, hey, you got to get rid of this car. So I think we sold it for a couple of $100, but yeah, it was a 1974 Torino.
For 1990, we made one of the world's most beautiful cars more luxurious. But luxury isn't everything. So now when you buy a Chrysler LeBaron, you get a V6.
All right, next on the list for cars they no longer make is the Chrysler LeBaron. You know, what stands out about this car, the LeBaron, for me, was when it was introduced in 1987. It was available as a coupe or convertible. The all-new LeBaron looked modern and aerodynamic compared to its boxy predecessor and was, to me, quite stylish back in the day. Interesting story. My brother and I were both radio DJs and mobile DJs back in the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. I remember providing music back in the 80s for a birthday girl who had just turned 16 or 17. And her father, who was an attorney, I believe, surprised her with a 1987 Chrysler LeBaron convertible in red, just like this. And, friends and family were all cheering and, clapping for her. And I'm going, man, that's a nice car. Never forgot that car, 87 Chrysler LeBaron convertible.
General Motors 1975 Chevrolet Nova, Pontiac Ventura, Oldsmobile Omega, and Buick Apollo offer you a comfortable ride.
Next on the list is the Buick Apollo. The Apollo was a subcompact car manufactured from 73 through 75. And no, it's not a Nova, but it's the sister of the Chevy Nova. It was based on the GMX platform, along with the Oldsmobile Omega, the Chevy Nova, and the Pontiac Ventura.
This May, 2 new 1987 small cars will come down the production line. The America Series, Omni America from Dodge, Horizon America from Plymouth.
Next on the list for cars that are no longer made is the Dodge Omni. You know, the Dodge Omni and the nearly identical Plymouth Horizon were subcompact cars manufactured and marketed by the Chrysler Corporation for model years 1978 through 1990. The Omni and the Horizon were also the first front-wheel drive economy cars assembled in these here United States of America, marketed for 11 years with very few changes. Around 2,500,000 Omnis and Horizons were manufactured, with the Plymouth variants more popular than the Dodge branded models. All right, next on the list for cars they no longer make is the Ford Durango. No, not the Dodge Durango, but a Ford Durango. You know, anybody ever seen one in person or maybe own one? If you have, leave your comments below. These things were built between 1979 and 1982. This two-passenger coupe utility is the result of a joint venture between Ford and Travel Service National Coach Works. You know, they used the body of a Ford Fairmont Futura two-door coupe to design the Ford Durango. It was designed to compete against a newly downsized Chevrolet El Camino, and, well, we pretty much know where all that ended.
Hello, I'm Hugh Downs. This is the Ford LTD, and I'm here to pass along some information that will help you find a well-made car.
Next on the list is the Ford LTD. It was manufactured between 1965 and 1986. You know, it was introduced as the highest trim level of the full-size model range. Of course, you had your Ford Galaxy 500, and then, you know, if you wanted to move up, you'd move up to an LTD, which offered, you know, options and features previously reserved for, you know, the cars like Mercury and Lincoln. For much of its production life, the Ford LTD, well, it competed against the Chevrolet Caprice.
Introducing the all-new Dodge Dynasty, a contemporary six-passenger family sedan.
Hey, next on the list for cars they no longer make is the Dodge Dynasty. The Dodge Dynasty was a midsize four-door sedan that was marketed by the Dodge division of Chrysler Corporation from 1988 until 1993. You know, although it was fairly popular, the Lee Iacocca dedicated styling was, well, kind of boxy and conservative compared to the more aerodynamically styled competitors such as, well, the Ford Taurus and the Chevrolet Lumina. Hey, there you have it, the list of, a small list of cars that are no longer around or no longer made. If you have a car in mind that is no longer around, well, leave it in the comments below because we want to know. Hey, thanks to all of our subscribers who support the channel. We really do appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts. You know, we love doing this, but we also want the channel to grow, and we need your help. We need subscribers. If you are not a subscriber, please help us out by hitting the subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the bell for future notifications. This is Michael J. with This Old Car. We will catch you later.